welcome back to another couch interview at the Micho Radio Show here with yourself. Welcome back to another Micho Radio interview with myself, Don Cortez, aka the Mayor of Micho May. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and be ready to share this video because I've got some juicy questions for our guest today. I'd like to introduce to you one of the most interesting people in Micho May, and I'll get more into that. Let me introduce you to the fitness fanatic, the sensational GoGo boy. His hair is always on a 10, rock hard gel. Sai!
Hello, Sai here.
Sai, how you been?
I've been doing well. How about yourself?
I am hanging in there. All I do is see you in and out and about, stage to stage and stuff
Always
like that.
working.
Yeah, so if you'd like to introduce yourself to the audience.
Well, my name is Sai. I am a full-time, as of right now, a full-time GoGo boy and model here in Tokyo, Japan. When I first moved here, I moved here for a mathematics job, but now I'm full-time GoGo and modeling.
Tell me about that, the fact that you were not raised in Japan, but you've come to be in Japan and now you find yourself in your position now.
So, well, actually, one misconception I'd like to clear up is that I was born in Japan, and I did grow up in Japan.
Okay.
Until I was 16. However, I went to an international school and was adopted by an American family, so I was in an American environment, just happened to be in Japan.
Okay.
So I got a weird mix of American Japanese cultures growing up, and then at 16 I moved to the US. Growing up in an American household with an American culture, my personality, my way of thinking is very American, but I think having grown up in the country of Japan, at least I have a lot more exposure and wherewithal of Japanese cultural norms to be able to adapt a little bit easier than an American who's never been to Japan moving to Japan.
Like the people who are hanging from the Jinja gates. Mathematics.
Yes.
So very on brand. Mathematics.
Yes.
What made you want to learn or teach mathematics?
I have my both bachelor's and master's degree in mathematics. It's not, I liked it only because I was really good at it. And that's really it.
Okay.
I really liked other subjects more, like science and history and other things, but I was the best at mathematics, and because I was good at it, I liked it. I'm a very analytical, very logical person, and I like something to have answers. I come from a family of teachers, so I was like, let's decide to teach.
There we go.
So I taught mathematics, both high school, collegiate mathematics for 10, 11 years.
Okay.
And then recently I decided to make a career shift because of a lot of political changes going on in the education system. But hopefully we'll be seeking other jobs elsewhere once things kind of settle down. But for right now, I'm kind of just enjoying my life.
Yeah. Listen, I think everyone would love to be able to have, what do you call it, like a gap year? I think
It's like a gap year.
Yeah. I mean, an adult gap year, you've had enough experience so you can afford yourself to like go to places that actually matter and not just, take what is available at you when you're not, established or have any money.
Definitely.
So I am very, very, not surprised. I'm not surprised. I am surprised at how much time it took, literally no time, for you to be able to gain popularity as a go-go dancer. I think I don't think it was a matter of could you do it or not. It was a matter of seeing that there's already so much competition right now.
There's a lot of competition.
How do you fit into it?
It felt a lot longer for me.
Really?
It felt really long, yeah. And it feels like I'm still climbing the ladder endlessly. I would like to one day, hope in my GoGo career at least, hopefully perform at one of the big international overseas circuit parties, like Songkran or White Party or Pattaya or something like that. My career, I like to view my GoGo career as one that I've taken very easy, steadily steps that have grown over time, and I've taken all the steps from the smaller gigs to slowly growing bigger. Some of my GoGo co-workers some of them debut and they're instantly shot overseas to the big circuit parties.
Say their names.
Say their
names.
I'm gonna say names. I'm just saying that some people get lucky, whether it's with timing or connections, or whatever the case might be. And my career I feel, has been a growth, but a steady upward climb, which I'm proud of the work that I put in. I'm proud of the time that I put in. And I view it more as something that I've worked hard for, rather than something that just came purely by luck. I feel proud of the fact that I've worked for it.
An accomplishment.
Yes.
And yeah, that is the best feeling, knowing that you put work into it.
I started learning Japanese about 3.5, 4 years ago when my GoGo career actually started.
Okay.
And my biggest motivator for learning Japanese was my GoGo career.
Okay.
I did have a Japanese boyfriend that when I first started go-going, and he only spoke Japanese, and that improved my Japanese exponentially.
Yeah. So shout out to that boyfriend.
Yes. Thank you to my exes.
The study abroad that you never wanted, but you never expected, but definitely did you some good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They say the brain is developed later, so it's harder to soak in more information. And a language is just one extra thing of information on top of the things that you do for your work. I really admire that, and I'm also shocked in a good way that it's done so much for you.
Yeah. One of the biggest challenges in becoming a go-go in Japan was the language. Discussing event plans, itineraries, being able to interact with guests and being able to make fans was hard if you don't speak Japanese. And if you can't make fans and you don't become popular, then you don't get booked at events because you're not seen as someone who can come and bring in an audience.
Yeah.
So that's hard. I feel like when I first began go-going, a lot of my go-go gigs were booked because I was a foreigner that could bring in foreign clientele, which some of the event organizers wanted to increase in their personal events. There's a certain way you have to behave,
like what?
with Japanese people.
Like what?
That may not be appropriate for Americans. Japanese are a lot more conservative, and we have to be a lot more tactful with the language that we use.
I see.
Even in dealing with my coworkers, we have senpai and kohai culture.
Right.
The senior and junior culture.
Right.
And as the kohai, when I was the new guy coming in, it was expected for me to behave in a certain way or to talk to my senpais in a certain way, and having Japanese as my second language rather than my first, Keigo was not my strong suit. The American go-go world is very more exuberant and lively, and it's, whether through the interactions or the dance styles, is very different than Japanese go-go.
Very, very true.
Very true. So kind of adapting to the Japanese go-go world and norms and behaviors, but also maintaining my individuality and being unique was also something very important to me.
I want to know which side. Was it the event organizer side that expected you to speak more, up in Keigo, or was it the actual people, the Japanese go-go boys that you worked with that wanted you to speak in Keigo?
I think it was more of a self-imposed rule, just because I knew that it was something that I needed to do to earn respect and to be able to try and fit in as well as I could.
So you use a platinum Gaijin card.
Yeah.
Oh, you earned your platinum Gaijin card, and now you're earning your mileage on it.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that having Japanese blood and having a Japanese, everything else, minus my language and maybe my fashion,
yes, definitely that.
Gave me a step into the Japanese world. I feel like a little bit easier than as if I was like white, Latino, or black, instead of just being like, "Hi, I'm American. This is me. Take me and accept me into your Japanese world." I still was able to be Japanese enough in my behavior and the way I interacted to be able to work my way into the Japanese community a little bit easier. In the go-go world of Japan, at least, I would say 90 to 95% of the go-go's are Japanese. They were born in Japan, raised in Japan. Some of them might be half, but they're culturally Japanese because they were born and raised here. Even if their blood might be half Taiwanese or half Brazilian or Portuguese or something like that.
Right. Who else? Hold on.
So the only ones who are active in the go-go scene, who were not born and raised in Japan and are not culturally, linguistically, or even ethnically Japanese.
Right.
We have Ko.
Ko. Oh, right. Ko. Right.
We have Shio.
Shio. Okay.
I mean, that's almost the only ones I can think of off the top of my head. There's probably several more, but there's not many of us. And even though I'm ethnically Japanese, culturally I am not.
Only by injection.
All three, yeah. All three of us are, our mother tongue is not Japanese.
Right, gotcha. That's also true. I feel like there are a lot of go-go boys who learn survival phrases because they've been picked up for international events. They do the little Duolingo. They revive their Duolingo accounts. And
hi, my name is.
Yeah, my name is.
How are you?
Can't wait to see you guys.
My favorite is where you from.
It's
not where are you from, it's where you from.
Oh, so they learn A-A-V-E. They learn the black
where
English.
You
from? Yes. Okay, you know what? I'm going to shout out to all the black creators out there. You taught them correctly. Thanks for using your captions.
Man, come on, bro. What the fuck is you doing, bro? In casual Japanese.
Whether they are correct or not, where you from? Oh my God. Because to be a dancer full time or just even be able to maintain attention from people, you've got to find out a routine that works for you. And whether that or not that's every Friday, Saturday night, or whether that is just normally just saying, hey, I just want to take my clothes off and then get some extra tips, even though I'm not on the fucking poster. It's just a lot of like dedication or just inherent interest in wanting to do it.
It's funny that you brought up taking off your shirt at a party, even if you're not performing. And that was one like cultural shift that I had to make. We knew each other before my go-go days.
Right.
I was a customer going to these gay parties, and I would go to Ageha or some of these Japanese circuit style parties, and I would take off my shirt and I'd wear a harness, and that's what Americans do, right? After becoming a go-go, I can no longer do that. Japanese are not the type who take off their shirts and wear harnesses at
not sober ones. Party. Not sober ones.
And but now that I look back on it, I think about, oh yeah, I did get a lot of weird looks from Japanese people. Like, who is this person taking off the shirt, wearing a harness, and he's not a go-go?
Right. It's confusing though because you are Asian. And if you didn't speak at all, someone would just be thinking that, wow.
This Japanese person very bold.
Right. This straight man out of nowhere has come into this gay party to just take our gay dollars.
And so and now as a go-go, I don't take off my shirt, or at least in Japan, maybe overseas, but I'm trying my best to blend into the Japanese norms. Not to discourage anyone from taking off their shirts and wearing a harness, because, I encourage that. I think it's great. I think if I never became a go-go and if I was still just a customer, I think I would still maintain that cultural norm of just saying, yeah, it's whatever. I'm going to enjoy myself. But being a go-go now, I can't necessarily do that.
I think you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. What you're saying is, well, I've drank the cheap wine already, so
no.
Now I need it to have suds. It needs to be in a glass, and it needs to be room temperature. That's what it sounds like to me, and that's no problem, because I will say that if you are always naked, you lose the appeal of.
Well, that's actually something my go-go senpais, told me is you are a go-go now, and you have monetary value to you, and so you can't just be taking off your shirt anywhere, everywhere, all the time if you're not getting paid for it.
Right. Who told you that? Who told you that?
Just
I want to know who was wise. No, I want to know who's the wise one.
I wish I could
perception.
remember who told me everything that I've learned over the years. There's just been so many.
I mean, consciousness just comes with you knowing if it's worth doing it here. Oh, this is a private party. Of course it's worth it because no one's looking at you from the value of that. They're just seeing you having fun versus you going to, Agartha and just saying, oh, woo, 3 shots of tequila, wow. And they were like, oh, he's not dancing. I guess I can touch up on this for free. Yeah, it is that basically being able to discern if you can earn. How about that? Well, I'm about to jar that brain a little bit. I want to know 2 people who are go-go boys in Japan who have given you really good advice?
In the general form of like who's helped me a lot, I would say is Yuhi.
Yuhi, okay.
Yuhi, he's one of the other few Japanese go-go boys who can speak English.
Yes.
So we connected very quickly at first because I wasn't very good at Japanese when I first started, and he was one of the few that could speak English. So we connected really easily. And so, he offered a lot of support, even telling me about how this organizer might perceive something or how this event might be like this type of vibe, and so be cautious of this. Or he would give me information, when you speak to this go-go, he's a lot more technical about maybe like senpai-ness, or maybe be a little bit more reserved, or things like that. Because I didn't know the other go-go's, right? And he did.
Wow. No, I want to know who's technical. Who's technical? But my impression is that there's people who've been working in the industry for a while. So I'd imagine those are the people who want to haze in that sense. I would hear like new kohais coming in, and then hear the little back changing room gossip of like, this new go-go boy just came in and he didn't refer to me with Kegel, and would, we're gonna bleep I'm an owl.
We're gonna bleep these names out.
Yes, we'll bleep them out.
So, like, go-go is one of them.
Really? Someone who's not that booked. Okay, definitely booked.
So.
The worst weapon, the latter that you said, also knows English. So it's and works in corporate. So it's almost like the auntie who's just sitting there over there just judging the whole time.
But they've both all of them have been very nice to me.
Yes.
Luckily. So I'm very grateful for that.
That's good. That's good.
But I think you said two. Yuhi was one of the big ones.
Yes.
And then the other one I would say is Rico, who is another one of the English-speaking ones.
Yes, Miss Rico.
He actually was not in the go-go world when I started. He took a break and he was
overseas.
In America
Yeah.
But he was a go-go before I started. And then when he came, we were friends before. And then when he came back, he was like, "Oh, you're a go-go now." Yes. And so I already had my foot in the door and like gotten situated at least a year or so to the go-go world before he returned. I wouldn't say that he's just taught me a lot per se, but he offered a lot of emotional and both go-go support just as a friend, just because he has lived in the Japanese world enough, but he's also lived in America for many years for study and for work. And so he kind of his personality and mentality understood mine a little bit better.
Yes.
And so there was a lot of cultural translation that we didn't have to have when interacting.
Yeah. I want to go to the other thing that was an ask, which was taking your clothes off. So
discern if you can earn.
With a Google search, that you are a content creator as well. And so I'm sure it's come to your attention.
We're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk a little bit on that.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
So when you talk about being able to take your brand to a different platform, a different thing, how has that changed your reception with people?
So that's actually a very interesting topic. So for the viewers who may not know about the content creation OnlyFans, MyFans world in Japan versus like the West or even some other Asian countries.
Yeah.
As you know, American go-go's, American porn stars, a lot of times they're one and the same.
Yep.
Content creation and go-going, they usually go hand in hand. Even in some of the other Asian countries like Taiwan or Thailand or Vietnam, their go-go's also content create or do pornography and do adult content and go-go. And they're very successful at both.
Yes.
Japan is one of the few countries that has this invisible line that separates, people who make adult content and people who go-go. The go-go world is very much like the idol culture, like the idol singers, and they put them on this pedestal, and they are viewed in a different light than adult content creators.
I see.
Who are like porn stars. So porn stars and go-go boys are viewed very differently. And there are fans out there that don't want those two worlds to mix. They don't want this person that they view as their idol, who's someone they fantasize about being their boyfriend or that they're just in love with or enamored with. They don't want to see them naked or making sexual content for other people to see out there, because that's their idol, and they don't want to share that idol with the world to have to see that content. And so there is that distinction and separation in the Japanese world. There are a few adult content creators in Japan who have made their way and found their niche in the go-go world. You know, we have go-gos like Hiroya and Rio, and who are Japanese content creators. They were content creators at first, and then they became go-gos later on.
And now I'm mama.
Yeah, they had fame backing them up as adult content creators, and then dive into the go-go world.
Right.
But there are still a lot of conservative event organizers and events and just mentalities in Japan that say, well, we're not going to cast this go-go because he makes adult content. We don't want that type of go-go at an event.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to point one thing out. This world that we live in, full of people who are sex positive, and the one time that they want to be monogamous is about booking someone on stage who they want to keep in their mind as theirs. That just sounds so crazy to me.
But so when I began my OnlyFans page, I tried my best to follow the Japanese go-go protocol of giving seductive teasers. Many of my go-go co-workers who also have OnlyFans content pages, you know, whether it's bodybuilding photos or artistic erotic nudes that may not show frontal nudes but show other things. That is the 95% of OnlyFans pages.
That's right.
In the Japanese go-go world.
Yeah.
And maybe it's my sexual positivity, maybe it's my Americanness, maybe it's my stubbornness to not conform 100% to the Japanese norm.
Maybe it's your ADHD.
Maybe it's my ADHD. Maybe it's I just like making good content, making good money from good content.
Yeah.
Despite the rumors, despite the few negative feedback, I've had other event organizers who have come and talked to me about it. You know, and when they approached me, I thought they were gonna chastise me.
Right.
You need to not do this. But actually, the ones who came and talked to me, you know, came and said, "Hey, I'm really proud that you're doing this. I'm really happy that you are expressing yourself and that you are able to become so successful in your work, and I'm really I'm glad that you are breaking the mold." To hear that from some of the event organizers and producers, and that I, you know, hold at a very high esteem, and who I really value their respect and opinions, meant a lot. If they were to come and chastise me, they mean so much to me, I might have stopped if they told me otherwise.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, but one of the videos that you've made, I don't know when it was, but it's been making the rounds on the black market circuit.
I've heard on the black
market,
market,
and I was
dark web.
shocked with a T at the end. I was shocked at how good the quality was. And there are go-go boys who do just tease you, but if this is behind the paywall content, I would say, okay.
The feedback that I've received, at least outwardly, has been nothing but positive.
Yeah.
I've received comments even from Japanese people themselves saying it's really nice to see the go-go finally making their way into this other world and not being ashamed of it and trying to blend these two worlds. And it's really refreshing that the Japanese cultural norm and community is changing their mind about how they view sex and how they view like idols of adult content creators. I know that not everyone approves of it. I do keep my two worlds separate. You're not going to find my adult content plastered all over my Twitter or my Instagram. You're not that one black market video that we are speaking of.
Black?
Someone say black? but
Yes.
was a illegally leaked video.
Very.
And it wasn't even from my page.
Right.
It was the other party's
yeah.
page. Like if you looked at the link at the bottom, it's not my page.
Right.
So my fans are good enough to be able to keep my stuff.
Right.
And I'm very grateful to my fans who keep my stuff.
Continue making it.
You paid for it. That's yours, not anybody else's.
Right.
So thank you. But other than that one video, everything else is usually kept tight under my page.
Yes.
I recently went to an event in Nagoya last weekend, and I had 4 different fans come up to me who were fans during my GoGo age, also who told me that they subscribed to my OnlyFans and they really enjoyed the content and they're really happy to see both sides of me.
Both sides of you?
Yeah.
I
think
well, that's good. It's like a net positive, a next sex positive, if you will, that you're getting good reception. I just wanted to think that, where do you go from that, or how do you experiment? You know how you have a first album artist, and you're like, the first album was so good, and then like, what do you do for your sophomore album? I felt like this is a good sophomore album. There are not many people who can be able to go and dip in something else and still get really good positive reception. So yeah, people who are subscribed or wanting to subscribe, we'll put some links below. Please support Sai and his future endeavors on video. Game time. So, since we're talking about body positivity, sex positivity, your entry into the GoGo world, today's game is going to be Spot That Crotch.
Oh gosh.
So, I've just sent you a link with the crotch and with hints, some of the body of different models.
Okay.
And these are maybe people that you've danced with, some people that you don't know.
So it's a test.
Okay. I would like you to pick 3 out of the 10 that are in this folder, and I want you to spot that crotch. You're going to tell me the number of the model and tell me if you know the name. And if you get all 3 correct, your next drink's on me.
Okay, so I can name you easily more than 3 here. I can name you more than 3.
You can name me more than 3?
I can name you more than 3.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go with 3.
You go with
I'm going to go with the 3 that I'm the most confident
in. The 3 you're most confident in.
Yep.
So, first, name the model and tell me who you think it is.
Well, we will go with model 6 first.
Model 6. Oh God, the easiest one.
Yes. The tattoo is a giveaway.
Of course.
It's Yuto.
Okay, it's
Yuto Brave.
It's Yuto Brave. He's got that gun in his pocket. I'm not sure if it's the same size as it, but I will imagine it's something similar. Okay, Yuto is model number 6. So pick one other model.
Model number 5.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain that is Kenzo.
Are you sure it's Kenzo?
Based on that body hair, I'm fairly confident it is Kenzo.
Model number 5 is Kenzo.
Yes.
It's Kenzo.
That chest hair.
It's the chest hair. And I'm surprised that he doesn't shave it off when he actually has to dance.
He's actually quite hairy.
I know.
Kenzo's actually quite hairy.
love it when he actually puts on not chaps, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like a jock strap. Because you can actually see that he doesn't shave. He just trims.
Yes.
But that is Kenzo.
Yes.
Okay. Who else are you confident in naming?
I'm confident in model number 10.
Number 10. Who's number 10?
That's me, myself, and I.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why do you know that's you?
Because I know that freckle on that chest. I know the underwear that I modeled. I know my chest. I know my happy trail.
You're a narcissist.
I know my body. I know my own body.
All right, so he's positive about knowing his own body.
That's me. Yes.
Okay, so let's up the ante. I said 3 for a drink. You got a drink. How about 7 for a meal? 7 for a meal. So 4 more. Can you tell me 4 more of the models that are here?
Okay, we'll go with model number 1.
Model number 1.
I'm fairly sure that is Yuhi.
Okay, why is it?
My good friend Yuhi.
Why is this Yuhi?
Well, I do know that he and I both did this G x 3 photo shoot together. So I know the series, and we modeled those pants together. And so of the models that were there, I know that that's not my body, I know that's Yuhi's.
Okay, yes, it is Yuhi. I was gonna say you don't know about the nipples. He's like, no, I know about the underwear. So classy, so professional. Model number 1
Some
is
of these are
Yuhi.
harder.
Yes, I had to mix it up a bit. So, if you want a free meal, you can give me 3 more models.
We're gonna go with model number.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with model number 2.
2.
I'm iffy on this one. I'm only like 75% confident.
Mm-hmm. I might have photoshopped it.
But I want to say that one is Sasuke.
Why do you think this is Sasuke?
At first glance, I thought it was Susumu's because of the lats.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that Susumu is a little bit more defined.
Uh-huh.
And
So you
Sasuke is like
Fat?
thick.
Fat?
No, thick with C's.
You see, okay.
He and that has a little, and his thighs have a little bit of thickness to them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Sasuke for model number 2.
That is Sasuke for number 2.
Yay.
I tried to find one that was a little different than and we also know Sasuke has a little hair, so the little tuft that's used there. But I saw this one as like a lasered or a shaved moment. So, okay, model number 2. 2 more for a meal, honey.
Oh no.
2 more for a meal.
Okay. The rest are not. I am not as confident.
Thank
They're
you.
very iffy.
If you know your senpais and kohais, if you really care about them.
Are they all my senpais and kohais?
I think I've seen you interact and/or model with and/or GoGo dance with most of these that are left here.
These aren't like those straight boy G/3 models that I never meet.
I don't know who's straight. You can reveal that to me later, but they are models of the underwear that they are wearing.
Did you change some of these photos?
I
you
did not
Photoshop
alter.
some of
I
these
did not.
photos?
All I did was crop. Just crop.
Why you mad?
Just crop. I have not changed anything on these pictures. I will direct you to model number 4.
I'm looking at 4. And at first glance, I want to say that that is Rico based on his abs.
Okay.
But the skin tone is a lot lighter than I imagined Rico to be.
Oh.
But his abs do look like Rico's.
So,
And
is it Rico? Are there other features that you think, yeah, this could also be Rico?
I'm not quite sure what Rico's nipples look like. And I'm not quite sure.
Rico's not into you.
We're sisters.
Sisters look at each other's
We're
nipples in the
sisters.
onsen, girl. Okay.
But I don't really have many other guesses.
Okay.
So based on the abs, I'm going to have to go with Rico.
Rico. Unfortunately, I have to give you it's Rico.
Yes!
It's Rico. It is Rico. He does
Yes.
have that very nice defined middle.
That middle line and that abs is a giveaway.
That's very, very him. I was trying to put other people into it to distract you, but you couldn't. You were not distracted. All right, last one for a meal.
Oh, gosh.
Let's go with model number 7.
Oh, God.
Who is model number 7?
Actually, I thought I didn't know who this was, but now I'm looking at it. The only person I can think of who is this built, and also modeled for Edge. I am fairly confident that this is Toa. That face makes me seem like it's not Toa. But
Is it or is it not?
the body looks like Toa's. I'm trying to imagine Toa's nipples, but
Oh, you look at his nipples, but not Rico's.
I'm trying to see if that. It does look like Toa's. Susumu is also very built, but I want to say Susumu is bigger than this. Unless this is but Susumu modeled for Edge a long time ago, so this could be an older picture. I have my both bachelor's and master's degree in mathematics. It's not. I liked it only because I was really good at it, and that's really it.
Okay.
Okay.
Use your math. 3.
I'm
2,
still gonna go with Toa.
1. Oh my gosh, it is Toa.
Yes,
Wow.
you had
Wow.
that first face when I said Toa.
Yeah.
I thought it was wrong.
That's my poker face. It was Toa. I was literally trying to find someone who looked like Susumu, and I said there's only 2 people who are built like that, and Toa's shorter. Well, yeah, he's a little shorter. than
Toa's
Susumu.
shorter than me.
Yeah, I know. He's very, very short. So I was like trying to look at something where he looked longer. And Susumu's done this pose a lot.
But this body looks like Toa.
Right, 7. You got a meal coming
Look
to you.
at that.
All right, I'm gonna get you those. Fake 7-Eleven eggs. Okay,
7 for 7.
Wow, very good.
I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. Listen, you dance with your sisters. You look at your sisters. You make sure to. Well,
Wait,
except for
can we
Rico.
go over the rest?
We can go over the rest after the fact, because we've gone over the time. But okay, good for you. You are paying attention. You're looking around. Okay, good for you. All right, well, you spotted the crotch, so a lot of the crotches, and it wasn't most of the crotches, it was actually the body.
The body.
Good for you. Okay, well, I've not had a person win in a while, so. I'll be glad to treat you on another occasion.
Definitely.
That is the end for today's game. That is the end for today's interview. Thank you for shedding some light on not only your own journey, but a little bit insight of, coming in to the GoGo world and just making something out of something from zero, showing us your humbleness, showing us your eye to detail, and also being very candid about how you've directed yourself up until now. We will leave some links in the description where you can find him, where you can pay for him, where you can see him on stage.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you for entertaining me today.
Oh, thank
you
you so
for
much for
surprising
having
me. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you, again, like, subscribe, save, and remember the details that he mentioned, because one of those people or he himself might be on stage and you might want to compliment them on the things that he's mentioned because he's looked at it. Let's say goodbye to the folks.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.